Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today we are doing a Q1 update on my 23 goals for 2023. So if you are new to my channel and weren't here at the beginning of the year, I gave myself 23 goals that I wanted to complete in 2023. Some of them are fun, some of them are more serious, but I wanted to accomplish these 23 things in 2023. And now that it is the end of March, that means we're at the end of Q1. And so I want to see how I'm doing a quarter of the way through the year. So I have my bullet journal here to help me go through. I track them in here. I've got little graphs and things to fill out as we go, but I'm just going to go through each goal and tell you how I'm doing on them. Goal number 1 is to play the piano more often, and more particularly, I wanted to focus on 3 piano pieces and really perfect them. And by perfect, I mean, get them as good as I possibly can. So in Q1, I was able to perfect Für Elise by Ludwig van Beethoven, and I can play it really pretty well. I'm very proud of myself for how I can play Für Elise. I have 2 more pieces that I'm hoping to work on throughout the rest of the year. The first is Mozart Sonata in C, and the second one is a prelude by Chopin. And so more particularly in the next quarter, I want to focus on the Mozart. So we're about 33% done with that goal, if we're going to do percentages. And just as a baseline, we should be at 25%, right? Because we're at a quarter of the way through the year. So 33%, doing great on that. Goal number 2 was to look into intermittent fasting and decide if that was something I would like to try out. In Q1, I started reading Fast, Feast, Repeat by Jen Stevens, which was part of this goal. I wanted to read this book to get a better understanding of what intermittent fasting is and how I could make it work in my lifestyle. And so I have started this. I don't know, probably only 10% of the way through, but at least I've started it, and I'm hoping to finish this book fairly soon. So that's where we're at with intermittent fasting. We have started it. We're in progress. Goal number 3 is to work on a cross-stitching project. And I showed you in my 23 goals for 2023 intro video the project I thought I was going to be working on, and I have kind of completely changed that project now. I instead wanted to work on one that I was like halfway through, one with these cute quirky owls, bright colorful owls on. So that's the one I'm working on now, and it's going well. I'm maybe working on it, I don't know, a third of the days in each month. So making some significant progress, but cross-stitching takes a while, so that's just how it is. Goal number 4 is to complete a couch to 5K. And I am proud to announce that I have registered for a 5K. There's actually a 5K alongside the kickoff to the Minnesota State Fair event, which happens at the end of May. And so I'm going to start training in Q2 and will hopefully complete the 5K in Q2. That's crazy. I guess I didn't know when I was going to do it, but I guess this is what we're going to do in Q2. So I am in progress with that one. Goal number 5 is to journal in a mom journal that I have every night. There are prompts for every single day, and you write about being a mom, having kids, and about your life. And I have done every single journal entry to date, so I'm on track with the mom journal. Goal number 6 was to declutter our home, and more particularly our storage room. And I am proud to say that I have decluttered our office, our library. If you haven't seen my library makeover video, I will link that up above. I've also decluttered our guest room and our family room. So those are some significant areas in our basement, but my goal for Q2 is to work on the storage room. I actually have plans to go through some of the baby clothes we have with my mom and sister tomorrow, actually. So I hope to get a significant part of the storage room worked on tomorrow. Goal number 7 was to complete the 30-day yoga challenge with Adrian, and I did that in January. I did yoga every single day in January for 30 days in a row. It was wonderful. Goal number 8 is to sell $500 worth of items on Facebook Marketplace. And so far we have sold a little over $100. So we're at about 20% of the way done with that goal. There's definitely more things I want to list on Facebook Marketplace, and I just need to get around to doing it. So, I mean, we're a fifth of the way through. So we're close to being on par with what we should be at. Goal number 9 was to apply for a cashback credit card, and we did that. We actually kind of did that at the end of 2022, and so I maybe cheated in counting this as a goal for 2023, but we did it and it's working great. We're getting cash back every month and it's very helpful. Goal number 10 is to have a $6,000 fully funded emergency fund. And as of March 31st, we are at 63% of that goal. So doing pretty well. I'm making small deposits to it each month, and hopefully we can get to that goal by the end of the year. Goal number 11 is to pay off half of our family loan that we took from one of our family members to get Willie through his master's program. And we're at 40% paid, friends. So getting halfway paid, we just have 10% more. So I think that can definitely get done by the end of the year. That feels great. Maybe we can even get farther than halfway paid on our family loan. Goal number 12 is to watch or rewatch The Office and then listen to the Office Ladies podcast along with the episodes that we watch. And we were doing really well. We got through season 1 and then got through 5 episodes of season 2. And then we realized that there were superfan episodes. So we had to go all the way back to the beginning and rewatch the superfan episodes, which, if you don't know, they are basically uncut versions, or not the final cut of the Office episodes. And so instead of being 23-minute episodes, they're basically double that, anywhere from 35 to 45-minute long episodes. So that kind of doubles our time with The Office, which is great. We love The Office. My husband and I are watching it together, but it takes time. And especially in March, when I was trying to read a lot of books for middle grade March and vlog every day, we didn't get a lot of watching done. So with season 1 and 5 episodes of season 2, we have watched 11 of the 201 episodes. So we're at 5% of the episodes watched. So that obviously means we're behind. But we'll be able to watch that many episodes of The Office. I mean, that's just something my husband and I do together in the evening after the kids go to bed, just to unwind. So we're working on it. Goal number 13 was to go to the eye doctor. And I did indeed go to the eye doctor. My eyes actually got better, surprisingly. And I got a new prescription and new glasses. And I'm very happy with how that all worked out. Goal number 14 was to fix our toilet. We had a leak in our toilet that was very minimal at the beginning of the year. And then about 2 or 3 weeks into the year, maybe a month into the year, it started getting really bad. Our toilet would run very frequently and for a long time. And so I took it upon myself to fix our toilet. I had to replace the flush valve all by myself. I watched a YouTube video and learned that this was maybe a more tricky thing to do on a toilet, because you have to remove the top of the toilet, the tank. And I did it, you guys. I did it all by myself. I got the parts we needed, and I was able to replace the flush valve of our toilet. I was thinking to complete this goal, I was just going to call a plumber, but I didn't need to. I was my own plumber, and I'm very proud of myself. So that's amazing. Another goal complete. Goal number 15 is to get some of our family pictures printed and put them around our house. And we looked into it in the first quarter, but we haven't really made any decisions. I'd love to do kind of a gallery wall of the pictures that we took back in October, and kind of do all of the pictures we took in October. And then as we take more family pictures throughout the years, kind of replace pictures as we go. So we'd have one from each year. That's my idea. But yeah, we haven't quite found exactly what we're looking for. I'm looking into the website Mix Tiles, just because I kind of like that they set up the gallery wall for you. So yeah, looking into it, but haven't really made any decisions on that yet. Goal number 16 is to take family pictures. And we normally like to take family pictures in the fall so that we can put that picture in our Christmas card. And so we want the pictures obviously to be as close as they can to how we look at Christmas time. So we normally take them in the fall. So Goal number 16 can't be completed yet because we're waiting until October-ish to take those. Similarly, with goal number 17, we want to send out Christmas cards, and we won't do that until end of November, early December, so can't get that goal complete. Goal number 18 was to reach 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and thank you to all of my subscribers. We hit that goal right at the end of February or early March, so that feels amazing. We're slightly over 1.1 thousand now, so that's great. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more and join this community. But I am forever grateful to you if you're subscribed to my channel, or if you just watch my videos. It means the world to me that you would want to spend some of your time with me on the internet. Goal number 19 was to try live streaming and do live reading sprints on my channel, and I did that in February, I believe, with Jenny King, one of my friends here on YouTube, and it was fun. It was a blast. I don't know why I haven't done it since. It's hard to find time with small children, so I would love to keep doing that. My goal was maybe to do it once a month, and obviously I did not complete that in March, so hopefully I could maybe do some sprints in April here coming up. So that's how goal number 19 is complete. Goal number 20 is to purchase a new camera for filming videos, and I have not completed that yet. I've put a little bit of money towards some savings for that, but that's all I have to report for that. Goal number 21 was to upload a new profile picture for my YouTube channel and my Instagram, and I did that. I used a picture of me at a bookstore in Chicago because I love all of the huge walls of books behind me, so I updated it, and I am happy with it. Goal number 22 was to be better at posting on Instagram, and I think I have gotten pretty consistent with it. I post a lot on stories, just kind of what I'm currently reading and my thoughts on the books I'm reading. But in January, I only posted 6 times. In February, I posted 24 times. And I think in March, I posted about 20 times. So that's pretty good, I think. I mean, those posts were sometimes stories, but I am definitely thinking about Instagram a little bit more and more consistent in posting stories at least. So I'm working on that goal. I think that goal is coming along. And then goal number 23 is to complete my reading goals, which I have 10 of. So I'm kind of bending the rules a little bit by actually having more like 32 goals in 2023. But let's just go through those 10 reading goals quickly. So the first is to read 100 books, and I am at 42 of those 100 books. So 42%, which means I'm way ahead of the 25% mark that I should be at quarter one. So that's phenomenal. My second reading goal is a read to zero challenge, kind of a loose read to zero challenge because of how large my physical TBR is right now. At the beginning of the year, it started out at 240, and I believe I'm at 239. I bought quite a few books, but also read some of my books too. So it's going down very gradually. It's down by 1 book in the first quarter. Let's shoot for more than that in the second quarter. Goal number 3 was to update my Goodreads or possibly try Storygraph. And I did look into Storygraph. I imported all my books into Storygraph to see what my books would look like, what my stats would look like. And I'm so used to Goodreads that I couldn't jump onto Storygraph. So I updated everything in Goodreads, and I have maintained that updating. When I buy new books, I add them to my physical TBR. Once I've read books, I take them off of the physical TBR. I'm just keeping that updated as I read. Goal number 4 of my 10 bookish goals is to read books that are lent to me, and I've read 1 book that is a borrowed book, and I have probably more than 20 books on my shelves that are borrowed from people, so I need to do better. So let's do better in the future quarters. Goal number 5 of the 10 bookish goals is to create an owned books spreadsheet, and I did that. Completed that probably within the first week of the year. I love my books spreadsheet. It's so easy to see what books I have to make sure I don't double up, especially when I go to used book sales and see something and can't remember. If I have it on Kindle or if I have it on audio, I can just look at that spreadsheet quick to make sure that I'm not doubling up on books that are unnecessary to have 2 copies of, obviously. Okay, goal number 6 is to complete the buzzword reading challenge put on by Kayla from Books and Lala, and I have completed this for January, February, and March. The prompt for January was Life or Death in the title, and I read The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. For February, the prompt was a verb in the title, and I used the word climb, so I read The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman. And then for March, the buzzword was secret, and I read The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. I had to look at my shelves there. I don't know why I don't know the author of The Secret Garden that well, but Frances Hodgson Burnett. Wow, that's a mouthful. Okay. Cool beans. Goal number 7 of my 10 bookish goals is to complete the A to Z challenge. So reading a book that starts with each letter of the alphabet. And I have read 17 of the 26 letters. So I'm still missing D, E, J, Q, U, V, X, Y, and Z. So some of the more difficult letters, but I'll probably get to them. I know I'm getting to Exile this month by Shannon Messenger, so that could be another one checked off, but these letters are starting to get more difficult, so we'll see if I can get it done by the end of the year. Goal number 8 is to complete the Book of the Month challenge, which they actually have 3 challenges on their app. The first is to complete 15 Book of the Months. I have read 5, so I'm at 33% on that one. Their second goal is to read 3 books that are by debut authors, or how you would say it? 3 debut, they call it debut darlings, but 3 debut author books. And I have read 3. I can't remember what the 3 were. Someday Maybe was one. Oh, As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow was one. And another one. I can't remember. And then their last goal on the Book of the Month challenge is to read a Page Pusher, which is a book more than 400 pages. And I did that with As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. Okay, goal number 9 is to read my self-destruct books. I did a video back in November. These 12 books will self-destruct in 12 months if I don't read them, and I've read 0. So gotta get better at that. I'm for sure reading one in April, but it'd be nice to pick up more whenever I have the chance. So gotta work on that. And I did add a new goal. I don't think that this was a part of my bookish goals video, but I added one to make it a nice round 10. And this is Whitney from Tibra's Den. This is her genre-a-thon. So she gives you a genre to read from each month, and you just have to pick a book in that genre. For her, the genres are a little bit more intimidating, I guess, or out of her comfort zone. And so far, they've been a little bit out of my comfort zone too, so we must have similar reading tastes. But the first month of January, the genre was a self-help book, and for that, I read The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. In February, the prompt was poetry, and I actually read 2 poetry collections. I read The Hill We Climb by Amanda Gorman, and I read 1,000 Mornings by Mary Oliver. And then in March, the prompt was manga or memoir. I actually did read a memoir. I did not read a memoir in March. I read memoirs. Oh, well, I guess I read some middle grade memoirs. I read Brown Girl Dreaming, and I read When Stars Are Scattered. But I more so went with the manga, and I read the 4th and 5th volumes of Spy Family by Tatsuya Endo. So out of the 10 bookish goals, I'm at 2 fully complete, but definitely working on the other 10. Okay, so just to wrap up a little bit and tell you exactly how many goals I've completed, how many I'm in progress, and how many I have not started. Out of the 23, I have fully completed 7 of the 23. What's the math on that? I don't know, but I think it's around... Yeah, it's around a third, because 8 out of 24 is a third. So we're doing pretty good. In progress, I have started at least 13 of these 23 goals, which is amazing. So that means that there's only 3 of these goals that I've not started, which is phenomenal. And they are, let me just look quick. They're the family pictures printed, which I have every intention to do that because I want our house to have pictures of our family around it. they are to take the family pictures in the fall, which we can't do until the fall, and to print our Christmas cards and send them in November, December. So that's amazing. I'm really, really proud of how I've done so far. Basically 20 out of the 23 goals are either completed or started. So that's great for the first quarter of the year. How are your goals going this year so far? I would love to chat about that in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like this video on your way out. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more bookish and bullet journaling and goal related content from me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.